Yeah, I was having technical difficulties here this morning. For some reason, YouTube wouldn't get me started, but now I am.
Okay.
Thanks for checking. Here we go. Good morning. Anybody out there? Good morning, Sandy. Good morning, Derek. Sorry about the technical difficulty there. We had to start another stream. Good morning, everybody. Wait for it. Here we go. Thanks for rejoining this channel. Sorry about that. Good morning. YouTube technical difficulty. Excuse me. 20? 24. Sorry about that technical difficulty. Glitchy glitch to start. It's perfect though. Let's get it out of the way for the year. That's what I'm talking about. Let's not have any resolutions. I decided. I think resolutions are silly. They're kind of like an excuse to try hard for a minute. I like the idea of changing the agreements. I'm talking about like these agreements. I used to have an agreement like I wouldn't work out, and now I have an agreement where I like try to do curls 3 to 4 times a week. It's just to change your agreement. It's not even a resolution. Resolutions are inherently woven into the fabric of our society to break. We were programmed, break your resolutions by the end of January. It's okay because we all do it. Okay? So let's not call it a resolution. I'm not getting very many people's feedback on this one. Maybe you guys just want to make resolutions and break them. Let's change it. See, we could reprogram our whole society to say, you know what, we don't have resolutions, we have agreements. Okay? Queenie's like, no, most of us aren't even here, Pops. Calm down. Well, what are they watching on the other channel then? What's left? What's over there? Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Queenie, they're just sitting there watching a blank screen. Most of us are watching a blank screen, Pops. Oh, okay, where are we, Sharon? Good. This is 2000. I'm about to hang this one up and start another one. Excuse me. Excuse me, it's cold and wet here. Cold, wet, icky. Won't snow. Gosh darn it. It's cold and wet and icky here. Good morning, my friends, my lovers, my pals. And each of you know which one you are. Each of you have a different no in there. Excuse me. All right, I admit it. I'm going to admit it. One of the reasons I'm coughing. I admit it. I dropped by JC at my house. JC, I was doing something I think you do. At least you say you do. I did that right before the situation here. Now I'm... don't do that again, Pops. Wait till after. Okay, it wasn't a full dab. No, it was just like a little boop. Darn it. And it was, guess who? Guess what? It was from Cleany. I don't know, man. That stuff that ends with ish. Hash-ish. No, it ends with ish. What's that stuff? What's that little compressed stuff that blank ish? Yeah, blank ish. Hit a little hit of the old blank ish. Sharon's trying to figure it out. Sharon's wait. Hash ish? Ish hash? Sharon, you'll figure it out. B. Hendricks is ahead of you. Trip, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The oldsters that want ponies all know that ish. I don't even think it's ish, Paige. I think it's ish. I think it's about 4 E's and an SH. Okay? It's ish. You can make this as long as you want. As long as you don't have a show to do. Okay? You can make this ish as long. No, it's not tar. No. He has. No. It's just hand rolled. Still, wow, it's crazy. You know who will know a lot about it? Badgie. You know, Badgie, I think he was born in the wrong century and certainly on the wrong continent. Badgie belongs in Afghanistan in a turban. I'm not kidding you. Living in like a goat tent. But that's not a bad thing. Because he's producing... Whoa, oh God, I just did that. Wait for it. Spillage. Pops just spilled tea all over the old jackaroonie. Off it comes. Hang in there with me. Hang in there. Look at this. Decided mess. What's going on, 2024? Dear goodness. Oh, how ridiculous. Now you guys are going to have me sit here in my Santa Claus beard. I'm not wearing a Santa Claus outfit on purpose. I should have go get my other backup jacket, but that's okay. Woo! Good golly, Miss Molly. Who just said that? You're welcome, Mark. Okay. So, Pops is just going to sit here. I'm looking. Wait, hold it. Oh, yeah. We're still looking good, girls. We still got a little bit of it left. Okay? I definitely am looking Santa right now. Wait. I gotta go change. Should I at least put a mushroom shirt on? Give me 5 people. Give me 5 people. Okay? The tea still tastes good. You know what I did, Carlotta? I put the bag back in the cup. Oh, gosh. What's going on? Pop needs 5 people to dress him, B. Hendricks. Out of control, Pops. This week, Free, you want me to just go shirtless? Just want to buff? Boom, boom, just boom, 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 boom. We'd get more followers. It wouldn't be a lot of likes, but there'd be followers. There'd be people going, whoa, wait a minute. Speaking of not a lot of likes, what's going on? Just decide 2024 is just not happening? We're just not ready for 2024 to happen? Tickets to the gun show. Trip? No, they don't. No, the answer is no, they don't. They're both black, though. So from a distance, anything further than 4 feet away, and if you're getting down close to check my socks, anything closer than 4 feet, you're a personal friend, and it's okay. We have an agreement that we can do that. Anyone else? What are you checking my socks out for, pal? What are you doing? What are you doing, man? Do you know, you don't want to be checking my socks out, bud. Okay. Daniel, that's way too close. Sock checking space is just about my bubble. That's just about the who's got a bubble? Who has a bubble? Seriously. I have a bubble. There's very few people can get into my bubble. You know who one is? Literally. She lives inside my bubble. Carlotta. Carlotta lives inside my bubble. Everyone else, Hags, you understand our bubbles. They're a little bit bigger than the others because we were born, we grew up back when we were snapping each other in the locker room. You had to keep a certain distance just to keep from being ass snapped, right? So we got a little bit bigger bubble back in the early 70s than most people. You know what I'm talking about. There's only a couple of people even allowed near my bubble, and then there's one crawls inside it and wants to stay there. I let her. That's Carlotta. That's the only one. Hair care. She knows me. She wrote me the cutest letter this morning. She writes me every once in a while. Is Amanda Milton here? Is Amanda here? There's my girls. Is Amanda here? I haven't seen Amanda because I need to see Amanda. No, she's working. No kidding. She's working. Okay. All right. Anybody ever seen the TV show, what's it called? Gold Rush. Gold Rush. Those Gold Rush shows, the guys that are strip mining, killing the landscapes in Alaska for little flecks of gold. Personally, I like this show, even though I hate what they're doing, even though gold is necessary in a lot of our electric conductive stuff. But that show, okay? And we know, here's where I want to go about the show that gets me. I personally could never do, as buff as I am, big and bad and tough, not really, I could never do that. I could never work on those diesel things that they work on. Can you imagine there's a tractor gets thrown off the side, one of the tracks off the tractor springs off, broken, this springs is so big you got to bring another tractor in to lift that spring out. The thing's hanging off the side of a mountain. They got to crank it back in. The heavy duty work that they do, the machinery is out of control. They got to bring in 5 big things to move one thing around. And then they move it over to the boneyard. And then the boneyards that they have. They don't throw anything away. It could all be sitting on the side of the road for about the next 20 years. And they need a fan belt. And they could go find a fan belt. Eggs. They go skirching around and there's a fan belt. All we have to do is cut it right here, staple it up, wrap it with electrical tape, and we can use it until we can order another one. It's going to take 6 weeks to get from Seattle. You're going, these guys are amazing mechanics. That's the part of the show I like, because when you see them fixing stuff, not the rest of it, who cares, the way in. That's true, Michael. Alan, they have to remediate the land. They have to put it back in its original condition, which of course they don't. But they do spend, and you never get to see that on the show. They put the streams back where they were, put banks in. Often they leave the roads that they built, at no charge to the state, and it's all a scam for everybody. I'm just thinking about the machinery. I couldn't do that. I have a hard time picking up a bag of mushrooms. Bag of mushrooms is like, geez. How do I do this where I don't have to do it as often and I can get it lighter? These guys are changing clamshells, putting new scraper things that are on the back of the thing. Anybody just give me a couple of people that are as amazed by that as I am? Or am I the only one? Obviously, I didn't grow up with that lifestyle. My dad didn't own a diesel repair shop, so it freaks me out. Hey, it's got to freak you out a little bit. Gives me a lot of things, and I respect those guys. And the mud, my goodness, Paige. King Metro. King, stick around. I got to read something from you. I love the mechanical stuff, Hags. You and I, snap, we're together on that. That Cleanie is too. Anyways, huge machines. Gigantic stuff. Well, we rented one. One of the big machines. Should be here. I thought it was going to be here this morning when Amanda came, but she's not here. So we're going to have, if it gets here, we're going to have a park outside until Amanda Melton shows up. We need one of those machines, just one, not anything more, eggs. Just one's going to do this time. With a special rigging, though. It's going to stick in through the window. You know the chains that they attach? And how about the cables? How about a chain? I can't pick up one of those chains. How are they even the chains? 824-pound chain, sir. How do you attach a chain that big? Well, you attach it by attaching a chain to that chain and lifting it up, and the chains, the cables, stand back. What if it snaps? Crazy. That's the part as I sit there and watch those shows, I'm like, look at that. Oh my God, look at the bulldozer. Oh my God, look at that. That excavator. Oh my God, it's an H227. Bring in the D700s. Oh my God, I can't wait to see the rock truck. Bring in one of those bring in a whole convoy of rock trucks. I can't wait. I want to drive a rock truck. Who wants to drive a rock truck? For the next 12-hour shift. 12-hour shift. Seriously, I'm tired. I'm tired right now after 7 minutes. Okay, Sharon. It sounds like fun, but try it. Sit there for any of us. Just right now, Cleanie, do it. Do that for like 3 or 4 minutes. Picture that for the next 12 hours. The bobblehead rock truck. Okay. So we're bringing one of those pieces of equipment in here. This whole story is to tell you a story. We're bringing one of those pieces of equipment. Going to stick in here. They're going to chain, hang down, some special rigging equipment. I'm not exactly sure how they're going to do it. Professionals, they'll take care of that part. It's so we can show you a tea mug that Amanda Melton sent us. But it's much too big for Pops. It's just like one of these trying to change a tire on a rock truck. I can't do it. I can't do it alone. I need mechanical professional help. So when next time we see her, when she comes around, we'll back the truck in and we'll lift the mug here in front of you guys so you can see it. So that'll be interesting. It comes with a backup light, Higgs. It's got a backup light. All right. So it is, let me put it to you this way, it's not small. Okay. Picture a regular truck and a rock truck. Okay. F-150, a Ford F-150, nice truck going down the road. And then you got the rock truck. Okay. Well, you got a regular coffee cup, and wait till you see what the rock cup looks like. Okay, we'll see it. No, I won't be able to use it for another month. Like I said, my curls are going. I personally won't be able to lift it without the mechanical help for another month, for about another month. And then my gun should be looking good. King Metro. No, I'm not a civilian. I spilled tea on myself to start 2024. I woke up, I said, hello, everybody, watch this. And then I stood over here and I poured tea on myself. You guys saw that. Okay. Mush, I use your mush mouth, your New Hampshire cup. It's up there. I'll pull it down. There's a beautiful mug. Pretty big one too, but at least I could handle that one. The one from that Milton girl, never. I doubt it, even within a month I'll be able to lift it. Who wants me to read King Metro's letter? Who wants me to read King Metro's letter? And see a present he sent. He must think Brock and I are smart. It's just a thought. It's just a thought. It's a letter from King Metro. Good morning, everybody. I love you guys. Do you realize it's 2024? Give me 5 people before I read this letter, Crystal. Give me 5 people. Give me 7 or 8. Give me 7 or 8 that want to do this again for the rest of this year. One day at a time. But let's plan on being here for 2024. March 5th, 2024. No, yeah, March 5th, 2024 will be the beginning of season 4. Year number 4. We're almost completing it. We have to get to March 5th. We have to get to March 5th. At March 5th, we completed 3 years of doing this daily situational. I'm excited about what this year's gonna bring. I look back at last year, and there's so much growth. So many people have come so far. And I'm talking this sincerely and honestly. And the funny thing is I look at my own personal situation and it was like, what an amazing, stupendous year. And yet, yesterday I sat there and I cataloged the bumps. And I was like, there were more bumps than I thought when I cataloged them. And yet they were like, I flew right over them. I never spent any time in any of the bumps. It's one of the best years I've ever been. Of course I had them, but I've been almost like fly over the bumpish. It's been really, the things that didn't go as well as I wanted, as I expected. That's because I missed one of the agreements that said don't have expectations. Well, I expect this idea to be a great idea and everybody else to agree with it, and everybody jump on board and let's all go to Ontario together. You know what? Not everybody wants to go there. Not everybody wants to get there the same way you go. I'm like, oh, that's a bump. And then for a long time, you could take that, your expectations put you in the wrong place, and then you took it personal. Oh, they don't like my train. No, there's just as they built theirs. They have a right to drive their own. Stuff like that. We'll get on to that when we get into the agreements. But boy, the agreements helped me through last year. But I'll tell you what, look at the new friends we've made along the way. Deep, dark, deep friends. I mean, I know, this is macabre, but I know this. I know this. I could, in my soul of souls, I could die in my sleep and know actually, I put it this 10 years from now, not tomorrow, not tonight, 10 years from now, rando, die in my sleep. And I know that at least 20, 25, 30 people that I've met here are still going to be my friends and are going to go to my Zoom funeral. That's an impossible thought for a guy like me, that who believes there aren't going to be very many people at their funeral? I used to. Maybe 3 or 4. My brother and sisters, a couple of nieces, maybe that one nephew. Who believes that? Who believes people at their funeral matter? And I'll tell you why. And your funeral doesn't mean you have to be there in person. I used to think, I have to spend $8,000, get on an airplane, go to Paris, because that's where the funeral is going to be. No. I'm at the funeral when I remember that person with goodness and kindness. I don't know, Greenie. I used to think that I'd have 3 or 5. Maybe an 8 spot. I might get a 6-pack of friends. I'm feeling like we could fill an auditorium. Streety, I feel like we could fill an auditorium. That's what kind of year I had. I mean that sincerely. Can you imagine that feeling? Now you can go to sleep peacefully, knowing there's going to be a whole auditorium. Just put it up on the big screen. Good morning to Brenda. We're giving Brenda donuts. Brenda, you're asking, why are they doing that? Picture your last AA meeting when you were brand new. Did they bring you over to the donut counter, sit you down, give you some coffee and a donut? That's what these guys are doing. Save it, because they're the last stale donuts you're going to get. Brenda, we never give out powdered donuts here. Mostly because it's a trigger. The white powdered donuts, that was Pop's problem. So we avoid those. For my sake. Okay? We all agree. That's an agreement. T with Pop's agreement. Gypsy understands. Gypsy's like, I don't even like the white powdered donuts in the first place. You look over, there's some white powder right here. You're like, really? Gypsy. Wipe right there, dear. Okay. This is a letter from King. Gypsy, I'm teasing. I love her so much. I never saw a prettier, she said, ladies sometimes And sometimes she's a lumberjackess. Not jackass, just, what's a lumberjill? A lumberjill. Sometimes I see her cutting down trees and driving tow trucks. And she's one that can work on the scenery. She could actually run a rock truck. Gypsy could drive a rock truck. It would be very bothersome to all the guys at the quarry, but it's okay. Metro, King Metro, here you are. Good day, Pops and Brock. Thank you for the time and patience you give every day by doing your show. You have touched and made a difference in my life and made an impact on my journey to become a better human being. You've made an impact on ours too. We're better human beings for being here. You know the time that we spend here in the morning, and now it's turning into like almost 2 hours long every time. We spend another hour or so getting ready or even coming down from it and then sending off and doing things. It's the most constructive 2 hours of my day every day. You can go on to say something I look forward to every day. Since my journey with you folks, let's talk about that for a second. There is no group without an eye, without an ear, without a fingertip. I need every elbow there is. We don't need too many elbows, Jesus Christ. We don't need too many of those, but we need one. There has to be one in the group that is a complete boob. A lovable boob. And then he's, we get him straight once in a while, and then he's not, and it works out just fine. We have one of every type. We have 3 or 4 of a few. Just the right amount. There isn't you can't, nobody gets to take credit for any of it. Do you know what I mean? Nobody gets to take credit for the whole thing. When you do, then you're out of control. It's not you. There would be no situation here if Mark Zamarin wasn't around. We'd be missing Mark. Part of it. Mark might have to float off somewhere someday, and the leaf moves on, blows down the river. Good. Another leaf will come along. But it is. All it is making sure that no matter what, when we are together, and even when we're not, our purposes and our togethernesses have one aim. If we can keep it to one aim, well, in our case, actually, I take that back. We're going to go with 3. We have 3 aims. We're going to laugh. That's why JC gets to stick around, so we can laugh at him. No, get him! Laugh with him. Laugh. And we're going to learn. We're going to learn stuff together. I love to learn. I love friends that want to learn with me. And then we're going to love. We're going to grow love. More and more and more and more and more. Even sometimes the growth isn't as fast as you want. You know what I did last month, D. Anderson? Remember I talked about bumps just a few minutes ago? I'll finish this letter from King. I'm interspersing stuff, obviously. You know what I did? It was as I was counting the bumps of last year, the things that I thought, oh, this is going to work out great. It didn't. Oh, this will be, those. One of them was, can I confess this to you guys? This is a true story. I have to confess this out loud. because it's part of my, I don't want to be a hypocrite. You guys should just know. Somewhere in July, maybe? Somewhere in July, confidently, if Vegas had a betting board for this, I would have put down an extreme amount of money. Boop, no problem. And then I watched, listen, on what, Pops? And then I watched month by month since July, August, September, October, November, December. It's July 1st. I mean, January 1st. This is it? Pops, thank God you didn't go to Vegas. What are you talking about, Pops? I would have bet that we would have been at 20,000 subscribers on YouTube. We were flying, the numbers was the analytics, everything. Upward flight, all the way. I started counting numbers. Checking. Not as many. It's number game again. It's number game time again. You're not enjoying the process, Pops? You're not living this because of it? Yeah, you are. Then what's the number thing? It's a program. I fight that program. I'm telling you. So that's my confession. And where does it come from? Which of the agreements am I mixing up? Which am I not performing well? The one that says don't have expectations. And I honestly do this because I'm not doing it because of the numbers. Then I go back and say, oh, well, the numbers are just measuring why. At some point or another, can somebody just blank out the number counter altogether? Right, Higgs? Just blank it out for my sake, at least on my end. Come over and show me how to blank the thing out. Because I don't want to be there. It's not me. It's 19,300, 400 people is where I was going. Ignorance I will be completely blissful, CCS. Metro says, since my journey with you folks, I've learned to grow mentally and spiritually. And living as a human 365 days a year is internal work and patience. Your daily show helps steer the pirate ship back on course. I thank you for that. I like that saying. The pirate ship. King Metro's a pirate. In the time I have learned to also give back. It was always hard, but feels good when I have learned to do this on my own. I have hosted several contests and have been able to give back to a community whom all have been looking for growth and love. I'm happy to say I have been part of that. And maybe I've helped change a few lives for the better. I'm glad to have been a part of a community, and I am happy that this year may also be a better year for myself and others. This is beautiful, King. I hope the gift I sent helps Brock and Pops have days of fun for the future to come. I wish you both and your family well. Especially your ex-wife. When I hear those stories, I reflect on my past life and how happier I now am. That was awfully nice of him. He's wishing on my ex-wife, and I tell her stories, and I always make her sound like Satan herself. And it's the exact opposite. She was over holy. But thank you, King. Anyways, hope you have a nice 2024 thus far. Your friend, King Metro. Now, this week, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking numbers for the big spin. And at the end of the week, on Friday, we're going to give away 2 or 3 things off of the big spin. Okay? Guess what King Metro sent Pops and Brock for days of fun for the future to come. And you'll be on the spin to win wheel Friday. Go. What did he send us? For days of fun for the future to come. He did not send us an alternator. That would have been for days of starting your car. Jesus Christ, Sling Blade, it's a type of that. Jesus Christ, oh, you're so creepy. But it's a type, Hags, close. Why you guys are so creepy? Okay, why would he send 2 bachelors condoms? Viagra. You guys are icky. I'm not going to talk to you guys anymore. Matter of fact, Jesus Christ, you officially are suspended for the next 15 minutes. Okay? All right? Mystery Guide. Close. It's not Monopoly, but it is a board game. Okay? Herbie, you're getting really close yourself to a 5-minute timeout. Okay? I did not ask for it, Juan. I didn't ask for anything like that. Okay? It's a board game. What kind of game would he give us? For years. There it is. Carlotta. Carlotta got it correct. Carlotta got it. Boom. We now have a game of fun for future to come. Beautiful chess game from King Metro. And Carlotta, your name is now on the board for Friday's big spins. Friday, we're going to do big spins, 2 or 3 of them, and give away some big stuff. So today and for the next couple of days, we're just qualifying names. Okay? How did you like that one? King? What a neat gift. What a neat gift. There's a problem with it. I beat Brock at chess all the time. He can't beat me. He can't beat me. One time I'm like, he wants to take a break in between almost every turn. We're playing. And he wants to take a break. Like in between turns. I'm like, what's going on with this? I go look in his bedroom, and he's in there on his cell phone, putting in the next move. He's in there on the cell phone. He had mimicked the stuff on the screen as the table, what we had on the board. And he's in there. He puts in my move, and he's like, okay, what move should I put in now? And he's playing like a genius level. No, we're not competitive around here. No. We're not very competitive at all. How dumb do you think I'm going to be? How come you have to disappear after every move? Okay? How dumb do you have to be? All right, all right, all right. I'll tell the truth. I'll tell the truth. You guys want to hear it comes. He doesn't. The apple didn't fall far from the tree. True story. I don't know why I'm making confessions this morning. It'll help me get through January. Okay? All right, all right. Here's what happened. My mother. No, file 13, Brock did not. The computer did. Okay? I'm like, how come he keeps coming up with all the right answers? All right? Okay. King, that's how. Here's what I did. True story. Give me 5 people want to hear another confession from Pops. And then we'll do something serious. I know I've been talking all morning. I missed you guys. I sincerely missed you. This is a new year. We'll learn stuff later this year. Shut up and listen to my stories this morning. Who wants to hear it? I have another one. Rocket Brocky Fisher. Here's a confession. I think Brock learned it from me. My mom's sick and in the hospital. And I want you to know my mom is brilliant. My dad even smarter. My parents were like super duper smart. Smart. Okay, like smart. We lived playing quiz games and Jeopardy, and our house was all about looking up in the encyclopedia. We had the book, we had Encyclopedia Britannicas, because you couldn't look something up online. There wasn't a day on the planet that there wasn't somebody that had to penny. We had to go look up stuff, and then my dad would make us read it aloud. Okay, what is that? What happened at the Vatican in 1477? Well, and you'd have to read out loud from the Encyclopedia Britannica to my dad. Not that he couldn't read it himself. He was teaching you at the same time. Okay, well, that's a pretty interesting fact. Make sure when you put the book back, it's alphabetical order. We'd always just slide it back and it would bug the heck out of him. Okay? You'd have to always put your books back in alphabetical order. True story. My dad, that's how we learned around my house. Half the time I think my dad knew the answers. Well, go look it up. So, here we are. I have the smartest mom in the world. And my mom is in the hospital and she loves to play Scrabble. Scrabble. And I'm about 25 miles away. But I'm more or less her caretaker. So I'm going to go, I visit her all the time, but for half an evening I'm at home and she's all alone in her hospital bed sitting up. And she's learned, we've taught her how to use a cell phone to play me Scrabble. I'm on my cell phone, she's on her cell phone, and we're playing each other's Scrabble and she's in her hospital bed. I have a cell phone in one hand, I'm playing mom, and on the other hand, I have the same exact Scrabble game going that I'm putting in for the computer. What's the most valuable quiz answer? What letters can I put together? My mom was playing the computer, didn't even know it. Okay? My mom was playing the computer. Like, I don't understand, Chrissy. How come I haven't won like in 5 days? How do you kick your mom's ass in the hospital bed? She's in the hospital. She could die tonight. And the last thing that you did was you kicked her ass as a cheater in Scrabble? Like, you are not a good person. No. But then, think I'm nuts. Oh, how dumb do you think I am? You lose 1 out of every 2 or, 1 out of every 6 or 7. Make sure that you're really slamming her good, though. But you lose maybe, you gotta lose a rando. Just so, like, she's, Oh, thank God, I finally won one. Okay. Oh, God. I confess right now, Mom, that I know I was wrong. I told her later on. I did. I told her when she came out of the hospital. I was like, hey, Mom, you know how I was always winning all those Scrabble games against you? There's one on my computer and there's one on my phone. So I taught my mom. Again, little did I know, I was teaching Brock at the same time. Okay. Okay, so you guys, there's a lesson in here for us. Okay. I'm so powerful I had to throw him on purpose, File. Okay, that's a real shill. Okay, a Scrabble shark. I swear I did that to my own mother. My own mom. Laying in awe. It's bad enough if she's at home, like feeling healthy and you're doing it. She couldn't have been more vulnerable. You couldn't have had her at a more vulnerable spot with some painkillers running through. It's like, I'm going to get her dizzy. Okay. All right, then. I'm telling you right now, confession is good for the soul. Okay? Confession is good for the soul. Feeling it. I'm feeling how good it is. Slingy, I told her. I swear I told her as soon as she came home. I actually showed her. I think I went in the other room, came out with the, hey, Mom, look. Boop, boop. She's like, she put it together pretty quick. She was, yeah, but don't think she wasn't a cheater. No kidding. I've told you guys how she cheated before. She was in her 80s now. It's a true story. Want one more cheating story from my family? We're all cheaters. I found out. I didn't fall far from her tree. Who wants to hear how moms cheat? They're not all saints. Who? Who wants to? She was 80. Yeah. Who wants to hear how my mom cheated? Now that I think about it. Yeah, Michael Allen remembers the story. Oh, yeah. Now that I think about it, I'm working myself up to realize that, you know what, all I was doing was following programming. It wasn't, me teaching Brock to cheat was Mom teaching me to cheat. Okay? Hey, do you want to watch, I love to watch Jeopardy, I told you already. But then she was like, let's tape it so we could fast forward through the commercials. Okay, just boop, fast forward, just go straight to questions to the question segments. I'm like, oh, that's pretty smart. Okay, you gonna tape them? All right, tape them and give me a call. We'll sit down and watch Jeopardy. Your taped versions. My mom would watch the taped version right before she'd call me to watch it with her. And then watch it again with me, acting like it was the first time she'd seen it live. She's sitting there memorizing the question, like the answers. Mom, how do you always get Final Jeopardy right? You always get it. Well, I don't know, sweetie. I'm just pretty good at it, I guess. I found her one day and they're watching a taped version. I was going, what are you doing? Isn't this one of the ones we're going to watch together tonight? What? Caught in the act. No kidding. Caught in the act. Doing the old Jeopardy preview. I was like, this is how you've been winning for the last month, huh, Mom? Well, you did it in Scrabble. Like, this family's a wreck. Okay? This family is a wreck. Okay. I did not do that in Scrabble. Jeopardy, you don't violate Jeopardy. You don't do that. I don't file 13. She was hunched over. Okay. Nobody, you don't violate Jeopardy. Scrabble, anybody can cheat. Don't cheat Alex Trebek. Or Ken Jennings for that matter. Okay. You guys ready? Give me some true falsers. I need another person to go on the wheel for this week. Carlotta's the first person. I'm going to do a true false. I'm going to read 3 statements. You're going to tell me which 3 are correct. I mean, not correct. You're going to tell me if they're true or they're false. Okay? The first 3 people to get it correct on my screen are going to go to the mini spin to win. The mini spin to win will send you to the big spin to win. You're going to want to be on the big spin to win wheel because I'm not even going to tell you what we're giving out on Friday. I'm just not going to because I want you to be surprised. I also want to make you stick around. Here we go. First statement is the largest island in the world is Australia. True or false? Second statement is New Guinea is the second largest island in the world. True or false? And then thirdly, the southernmost city in the world is in South Africa. True or false? So give me all 3 on one line at the same time. Answer all 3 at once. I'm looking for somebody that has it. I'm actually looking for 3 people that have it. Okay. So far, I have 1 person that has it correct. I have 2 people that have it correct. Okay, I have 2, and then I have a 3rd. And I have a 3rd. I have 3 people that have it correct. I'm going to tell you what the correct answers were, and then I'm going to tell you the 3 people that have it, and I'm going to spin you. Okay? The first one was, the largest island in the world is Australia. That's a false statement. Australia is considered a continent instead of an island. Greenland is the world's largest island. Even JC knew that. Number 2, New Guinea is the second largest island in the world. Excuse me. The answer is true. True. New Guinea is second to Greenland at only about 35% of its size. So wow, Greenland's huge. And then thirdly, false. The southernmost city in the world is in South Africa. False. Puerto Williams in Chile or Ushuaia in Argentina are sometimes considered the world's southernmost city. Puerto Williams has a much smaller population, just a few thousand people, compared to more than 50,000 in Ushuaia, but it is further south. So the answers were false, true, false. The first 3 on my screen to get false, true, false. Juan Tiller. Juan Tiller, you're number 1. Hagues, you smarty pants. You're number 2. And then Saskamojo. Saskamojo was right behind him. He's number 3. Here we go. Juan Tiller. Juan Tiller. Congratulations, Juan. You're like, oh, what did I win? You won a chance to win. So Juan Tiller. Friday, we bring out this big spin wheel. Your name's going to be on there. You're going to have a 1 out of 12 chance. Actually, it's going to be 1 out of 9 because we're going to give away 3 things. You're going to have a 1 out of 9 chance, more or less, to win Something nice. One tilted. Okay, let's do one thing before we go. Let's do one thing before we go. Let's just read this for about 5-10 minutes. Let's read this for about 5 or 10 minutes. Is that okay with you guys? Tomorrow, I actually had it set up for today, but I got talking because I missed you guys for the year. Tomorrow, we're going to actually have a class. I promise. Watch this. Let's start with this tomorrow. We're going to start with this. We're going to learn about this together. All right? We're going to learn about spores. We're going to learn about mitosis. We'll learn about gametes and zygotes and how fertilization happens. So I have a little presentation set up on this that we're going to pick up on. Jonathan K., 3 pounds. You want it around 3 inches thick. Jonathan K., do me a favor and write to me, and I'll answer it. Okay? All right? Actually, let me see what his question was. About your bins, Pops, how much sub did you use in them, and what's the thickness of them? I've set them up recently. Thanks for giving. Okay, I used 3 pounds of substrate, 3 pounds of the soil substrate, and about 1.5 pounds of spawn. I wouldn't hesitate to use 2 pounds of spawn. So 3 pounds, and you end up with a thickness in the cake with that, and it's a 30-quart tub like I have for sale online now. 30-quart tub, you end up with about a 3-inch cake. So you want your liners to be 3.5 to 4 inches tall. Okay. Glad you're here too, Brenda. Real quick, commercial online, because we've switched over to the bags, and we may even be relocating the grow house coming up, which may mean some individual equipment's going to come up for sale as we change configurations and things that we have going on. But we certainly have tubs for sale, somewhere in the neighborhood of 400 of them. $5 a piece. You can't beat that price. Anything less, it's silly of me. Just hold on to them. $5 a piece. They're the gasket tubs. The pre-drill work's already been done. Everything. So the only issue is you got to pick them up. So just make arrangements. It's worth a truckload of them. Okay. So I don't have a way to ship them. But it's an amazing deal because these tubs, I think when we bought them, I was paying $17, $18 a piece for them. And then you crack a few as you're drilling them, right? So we've got them for sale. You just have to make arrangements. Typically what we do is have them staged somewhere. You go by and you pick them up and you just send us a cash app. Yeah, Ace, I probably have about 400 of them. Okay, and we'll downsize that to keep about 100 for now. Just bought 8 at Walmart for $100. Okay. Okay. There you go. And they're not drilled yet. Wait till you drill them. So, small commercial there. By the way, the money for this particular, anything from the tubs goes to the nonprofit organization. The nonprofit organization, that money is seed money to the nonprofit. It'll pay a lawyer. it'll pay one of the lawyers. All right, here we go. I want to read just a little bit of this, and we're going to get back into it real heavy tomorrow as we learn about spores together. Are we agreeing on that? Do you guys want to learn spores together tomorrow? Give me 5 people that want to learn spores together tomorrow. Let's spore together. there's a lot about it we don't know. Yeah. There's a lot about it. It's a lot. I was teaching myself because I was like, I don't want to read this stuff and not understand it. And I'm like, wow, that. Oh, yeah. Oh, I want to go back to biology class. I would love to take a new biology class in college. Wouldn't we pay attention better now? Give me 5 people that would pay attention better if they took their biology class again. Back in the day, it was one of the classes you goofed off in. Shot rubber bands around, didn't pay a whole lot of attention. Usually was doing homework from my algebra class. Who did homework from their last class in their next class so they didn't ever have to do it when they went home? That's how I did it. I'm like doing homework from the last class so I don't have to take it home. My parents are like, don't you have homework? I go, yeah, but I already did it. Let me see. Be Hendrik, no, Pops, I'd still be a class clown. Not me. I'd like, can I do another experiment, sir? Let's blow another sulfur tube up. Okay? Yeah. Daniel, our teachers wouldn't even recognize us. Hey, aren't you the kid that used to be a pain in the ass? How you getting A's all of a sudden? Cleaning, I never took them home either. I was already done. Vegas is just, that's it. Fail me, I don't care. I'm not doing homework. You know you're passing me. You guys can't, the high school can't have another dropout. Hey, Mama, no, you didn't. You were a cheerleader. Cheerleaders aren't allowed to cut class. Hey, Mama's like, I cut class. You did not. Okay? Vegas was just counted on the dropout rate because you're not going to drop me out. I just know it. Like, I'll C-skid. Vegas, were you a C-skidder? Nippy goes, school is wasted on kids. I know. We should get a chance to go back now. Hey, Mama, don't try to kiss everybody. Hey, everybody, I cut class too. You did not. If I look at you, you were like the goody two-shoes of the whole school. Okay, don't kid us. Okay, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, I can picture Jesus. He was the cherry bomb boy. There's always somebody dropping a cherry bomb in the boys' toilet. There it is. Vegas. Tony didn't, they stopped letting him in. Tony, they had a wanted poster at the front gate. This kid not allowed. 4 high schools in a row. This kid not allowed. We're supposed to be reading about getting better and having new agreements, and you guys are all confessing. Oh, it's perfect. Mike was like, I was supporting the family at 13. Like, I ran the welding shop. Mike, what are you? Like a blacksmith or something? What's going on? Oh, I could tell a couple stories about when I was a kid, stuff we did to our teacher. Oh, I'm dying. Vegas. Vegas is being really honest this morning. Oh, I know, Brenda. We didn't know. This all started because I said I wanted to go back to biology class. Here we are. What if we were all in the same class? Wait a minute. What if we were all in the same class? You know who get the best papers? Paige. Paige and Kim. I want to sit next to Paige or Kim. You'd always be looking over at their Paige. Get it? Paige. I want to sit next to Paige or Kim. I have a feeling, who's the type that when they were doing their test, who's the type that when they did their test, like covered up their paper with their arm? Who covered up the paper? Like, Don't let my neighbors see what I'm writing. Only I get to be right. Who was that guy? You know what guy I was? I was like, shove the paper out to the end of the desk, take a lean back, make sure George gets a good. George! Okay? Who did that? I'd always slide my paper out there so George or one of my neighbors could cheat. Born cheater. Come on, man. Yeah, cover your paper like food in prison. That's a whole other story, Herbie. I got PTSD. Okay? I was George. Leonard's looking. Leonard, I don't remember any of this, but I'm sitting next to Pops. He keeps looking over. Oh, oh, geez, this could go on all day. I'm gonna stop. We're not even reading the four agreements. We're just gonna go. Oh gosh, because I can keep this going. Oh, this is the kind of stuff we talk about at Mush Fest when we're sitting around the Snoop table. Am I right? Get ready to go to Mush Fest, you guys. Okay, because this is the kind of stuff. Oh my God, I want to take a biology class with all of you. Okay, imagine us standing in line. Niffer, we're standing in line. Remember this part of school? When you'd stand in line in front of the class waiting for the teacher to show up to open the door to let you in? And you're all milling around out in front. You sort of have to stand in line against a wall, and you're all holding your books, but you're talking to the neighbor, and then you're asking, hey, did you do your homework? I don't know, man, did you do your... And then there's somebody always crouched down in the hallway, copying someone else's homework that's sitting in line. Who remembers that? Most of the time you had to like stand there and wait for the teacher to get there to open the class door. That gave you cheat time. You're always, do you know what I'm talking about? Daniel knows exactly what he's talking about. Daniel's always at Pops. That's why I always stood at the end of the line. Okay? File 13 is like, what? What is homework? I can't even spell it. All right, then. Carlotta was a squatter. That's called a copier. Carlotta, that's called a Xerox machine. Okay, you were a Xerox. Was, you remember that too. You always got there like, maybe, I hope if I get there a couple of minutes early, Cindy's there. Cindy's always, her homework's always perfect. And I know she likes me. I can just ask Cindy if I could copy hers. Remember, just real quick. Oh, come on. Some of you guys use Cindy. You know you did. Give me 5 people that use Cindy's. Used a Cindy or used a Carl. Used a Cindy or a Carl. Okay? You knew who you could go to. Give me 5 people and then we'll get out of here, you cheaters. Cheaters never prosper. It's 2024. Let's not do it anymore. Okay? Come on, it's like, mine's name was Victoria. Carlotta. Oh, Crystal's like, my mom did my homework. Okay, don't worry about it, Pops. I was never even had to cheat or anything. My mom just did it. Okay? Go have a good day, you guys. You made me laugh my tail off here at the end. Bunch of cheaters. Bunch of... Gosh, we're smart for having not been very smart. Okay, we weren't very smart. We're smart as hell. Okay? Go have a good day, you guys. I love you. We'll see you tomorrow. Let's keep playing together. Let's laugh. Let's learn and let's love. And we'll learn more tomorrow than we did today. Have a good day, you guys. Daniel and D. Anderson and Tiffany. Tiffany, get away from the wall. Tiffany, they had her in a corner. B. Hendricks and file 13 of Mushmouth. And Daniel was at the same school. Tony, Catzilla, Carlotta, and Jesus Christ, and oh, wait. Here we go. Oh, I can't cheat. I float. Whenever I try, I can't even sink, Pops. File 13 of Mike Barball and D. Anderson and Mushmouth and Michael Allen and Crystal and Penny and Slingy. Hags, I miss you, man. I miss you, bro. I'll see you soon. Bill D. and Sharon and Ghastly and R&R. Laura, please have a divine day. Jolie, there's my girl. Daniel and hey, Mama. I'm so glad when you're here. I don't know why. Ace Buckeye, Mr. Marmars, Tony, Kylie, Danny, and Happy Dirt Dude and Saska, and Jesus Christ. In Australia, Sling Blade, File 13, Mike and Skippy. Brenda, nice to have you here. Deborah, you're a real pearl. Herbie Juan Canurby, Jason Wyeth, Tony Loppin, Jackie Meow Kitty, Mushmouth. No, it seems to me your team can do a lot of teaching. Nipper Mama, Jimmy Max, Jesus Christ, Hip Meow Kitty, Ghastly, Tiffany, Kingy, thanks for the gift, bro, and the letter. Jesus Christ, and Daniel, and Mushy, and CCS, and Michael Brown, and Mike, and Cleany, and D. Anderson, and Hip, and the Waz, and Tiffy. Have a beautiful day. Paige, can I see your page? Let me cheat. 5280 all day, the Waz. Daniel Niffer, Carrie, keep on smiling, Craigo. Love you free. Keep it free. Jesus Christ, Vagues for me. Matt, Mr. Marmars, B. Hendricks, Herbie, One Canurby, King Metro, and Mushmouth, and Paige. Pops, peace, love, ouch.